Blessing Soul Family, we're going to do our weekly forecast slash just tapping into the energies so that we can truly begin to create our new earth reality, our new paradigm, creating heaven on earth, but most of all, start to experience life through the 12 strand DNA system. When we activate all 12 strands, we become bioquantum and we start to experience our body, our mind, and our reality from that frequency. What's that frequency? 963 or source intelligence. So, as I was tapping into the energy, the first thing I heard is to really focus on attuning the spinal fluid. So, like you'll see in a lot of my activations, and you can go and search the YouTube for one that feels or resonates with you, but you breathe in that white blue light that with intention holds the frequency of source or 963, and then just let it trace along the brain, move down through the spine, and then breathe it out. If you want to move it into your heart, move it into your pineal gland, but you're attuning your spinal fluid to hold that frequency of source. Well, why is that important? Well, as we kind of finish up this year of this 8 year, we're closing the door on beliefs that no longer serve us, the behaviors that no longer serve us. And we're moving into a higher foundation of a frequency that is holding our consciousness and our physical body in a higher paradigm, if you will, in a higher frequency, a higher state of consciousness. So as we kind of move through these last few weeks of 2024, we're releasing a lot of those last minute frequency patterns that we are going to leave behind, and knowing that when we leave something behind, it's done. The only thing that keeps us repeating in a cycle is the awareness of whether or not we're repeating in a cycle. Okay, because when we bring an intention to clear or dissolve something, to ascend a behavior, a thought, it's done. Because that's where we are in these frequencies right now, is that when we ask to release something, it is automatic. In the old paradigm, we had to go through all of this stuff to get it to be in a place where it no longer served us. But really think about what I'm about to say to you. Feel this in your heart. When we are moving into the new earth is already here. It's a state of consciousness. And when we step onto that platform of the new earth, everything is automatic. It's just whether or not we're holding consciousness in the purity of what it is that we're asking for. So when there's more space between consciousness and the frequency of source, the more interruptions there's going to be between them, but it's already done. So what do we do with that information? Well, quantum physics has already proven that what we focus on becomes our reality. Where we get in the way is that when it doesn't manifest automatically, but knowing that it already has manifested, we just can't see it yet because our consciousness hasn't hit the frequency to where it has been manifested. But knowing that gives us the opportunity to take responsibility and just continue to choose in the frequency where it exists. So, what is an example of that? Well, let's say that you are overeating and you want to stop overeating, lose weight, be healthier. Well, that's kind of a big theme right now because there's a lot of junk food around, there's a lot of parties that we're going to, but we can still choose to let go of that old pattern and move into a pattern where we're eating healthy no matter where we are, that we're not using food as a way of coping with the stress of the holidays, maybe. So we go in, we go in and we ask, okay, release this frequency, the frequency or the behavioral pattern of overeating. Then we say, show me, show me. Show me this releasing. Have the experience of your divine operating system ascending that into the frequency of source. Then go and experience what that is. Who am I if I don't have this frequency pattern? And you start to create choices. So when you have an awareness that you're not choosing that, step back, ask again, ascend this negative behavior and choose differently. That's what it is to be a conscious being. It's not that we have this magic pill and all of a sudden we're living in that reality, depending on how far our consciousness is from the frequency of what we ask for, is how quickly we're going to move into that reality. But if we're choosing the reality that we just moved out of, we're going to keep looping. And that's not because it didn't dissolve, it's because we're not making the conscious choice to make the difference. With that, I'm going to invite you this week to become aware of where you're choosing your old paradigm reality and where it's time to have awareness of those choices and start choosing in the new paradigm reality. And with that, abundance, flow, everything starts to open up and we start to experience life in the miracles. The miracle is already here. What miracle are you ready to step into? What are you ready to let go of? And what are you ready to step into? And what awareness and choices do you need to focus on in these next few weeks to bring yourself into the new earth reality in 2005? So with that, it's just time, you guys. It's so time. Let's let's just choose it for yourself. I'm choosing for myself, and I'm just going to invite you to do this. If it resonates, great. If it doesn't, that's okay. Walk away. I am going to choose that I am given everything that I need. The awareness of what needs to shift is always shown to me. And it's shown to me in a fun, easy way where I get to open up my brilliance, open up my awareness, open up my consciousness to receive the direct guidance from my divine operating system, from your divine operating system, so that we are in consistent, conscious choices of our next reality. Every moment is creating the new earth. How are we going to live this moment in order to create our next? Okay, everyone, I love you so much. And let me know how this resonates. Let me know what you're letting go of and what you're going to bring into 2025.